The Besotted Wretch. What's that all about then? Let's go and have a look, shall we? Although it says there, second-hand books, art, jewellery and cards, and coffee. Okay. Now that's where I should be sitting, and where Chrissy will be sitting later. And we've just actually had some customers, I'm pleased to say, and they've just gone to the card machine. When they come back, we're picking these books up, and that gives you a good idea of what sort of books we sell. As far as fiction is concerned, we try to get the kind of stuff that we would be likely to read ourselves, and also there's no point, of course, in stocking stuff that you can get for 50p from the charity shop. So you won't find the Da Vinci Code or 50 Shades of Grey, because it just wouldn't make any money on them. And anyway, Shay says there are lots of books this way, so if Shay says that, that's good enough for me. But before we start, here are some paintings, and these are part of an exhibition by Colloquy. He's a very talented local artist, very popular, and the one on the right is sold, the purple one. Actually the green one isn't, so yeah, there's still time to come and find that if you'd like it. There's some young people's books. We've got the sci-fi box here, so Arthur C. Clarke, Expedition to Earth. There's something mysterious about Arthur C. Clarke, wasn't there? And then we've got biographies, which no one seems to be very interested in, sadly. We've got records. Pick one out at random, hope it's a good one. Johnny, You Remember Me, that is a good one. And right, novels and stories. As you can see, if I pan out, no, I'm panning in, try out. That didn't work, did it? But as you can see, we've got a lot. In fact, we're running out of space for them all. And if we keep accumulating books faster than we sell them, we'll run out of space quite soon. There's Batman up there, look. We've also got some comic books. The Onion, see there. These always go down very well. Books about Sheffield and the local district history books. People like those. So LPs, there's the Emerson, Lake and Palmer on the front, it is, you know. Oops. Otis Redding. Sham 69. Whatever became of them? Right. Books. 5 books that I would read myself. So here's my favourite of all time. The Ragged Trousered Philanthropist, the first great working class novel, and the novel from which the title, The Besotted Wretch, is taken. The Besotted Wretch was a character in there who was tired of given up with the dignity of labour, which in fact in those days, 1911, meant the dignity of tramping the streets hoping someone would give you a job, or turning up on site to see whether you got any work that day, and if you hadn't, you'd be sent home with no money. Exactly like a 0 hours contract today, of course. And the Besotted Wretch decided he'd had enough of all that and he'd just be drunk all the time instead. We can't really blame him, can we? Now, my pride and joy, the History and Society section. There we are. We'll get it all in. Start with letter A, Quiet Rumours, an anarcho-feminist reader. Wow. And there might be something you recognise here on the top shelf. And I'm pleased to say we've got so many that we've had to expand onto another shelf until we get right to the end of the alphabet. Well, not quite to the end. Malcolm X. There, he's the last one we've got. The autobiography Poor old Malcolm X. Architecture and design, not exactly a top seller. Literature is more like it. And vegan and vegetarian section, arts and crafts. And football. The Blades. Sheffield United against Rotherham. And another local match. Look, Chesterfield against Sheffield United. Saturday the 23rd of January 1971. I know who won that. I remember. Wednesday, promotion issue. You don't get to say that very often. That looks like Nigel Pearson on one end and Gary Megson on the other. In the days when they used to be happy, when they had something to smile about before they became managers. Poetry. Do well with poetry, pleased to say. And pop music we don't do so well on, but this is another, probably my other favourite section, philosophy and science. Anyone teachers? Yeah. What do you think of that? Teachers have it easy. You probably don't agree. Now, these here, on this section, these are pop music books, and these ones, which are also pop music and films, are in the sale. There we are, look, £1 each, or 3 for £2.50. And as well as scripts like Pulp Fiction, for example, we've also got books like, where are we? Collected screenplays, that looks pretty good. The film handbook. Not bad for £1, if I say so myself. Now then, we've got miscellaneous interesting books here, books that don't fit into other categories. All good stuff. Make a point of not stocking airy-fairy stuff, and I use that term on purpose, of course, because there is a shop in Sheffield called Airy Fairy, and they sell the kind of things that you won't find here. And no offence to them, but that's the way we prefer it to try to be more reality based. Wildlife books, travelogues, gonzo journalism. That makes you think of Hunter S. Thompson. So we've got his stuff like The Great Shark Hunt, and there's also our own John Ronson. John Ronson's books go down very well, and which is not surprising because they're well written and usually hilarious as well. Now we've got detectives, fictional detectives, and we've got true crime stories, and what they are is mostly it's actually a collection of excellent writing, like The Executioner's Song by Norman Mailer, which is about Gary Gilmore, and the other things we have tend to be miscarriages of justice. So things like this Error of Judgment, it's about the Birmingham Six, for example. Town Without Pity is about by Don Hale. It's a famous local case of a man in Bakewell who served a long spell in prison for a murder he didn't commit. Got plays in there. Got some magazines, films and filming. Jack Nicholson there and Maria Schneider in 1975. Really atmospheric period pieces, those magazines. A little bit cheeky too. Back in here we've got the sports section. Anyone fancy a game of Subbuteo? We've got football, lots of football books, but hopefully no absolute rubbish, apart from this one. Where's Your Caravan? We tried to give this away for ages, written by a man who played for Torquay and for some reason thinks that we're interested in reading about his drinking exploits. Hopefully there's a man called Richard coming in this week to take that one away. Cricket, all these lovely cricket books. Look at this. It's Barclay's World of Cricket, the game from A to Z. I can barely hold that, it's so big and thick. And the Who's Who of Cricketers is the most expensive book in the shop, and as far as I know, no one's ever taken it off the shelf to look at it. And this is Yorkshire, where got a great cricketing tradition. Got the best team, best county team in the country again. But can't get anyone to come into the shop and buy the books. Some children's books there, lots of art, including another table full of sale items. And here we've got Peach and Pepper's handmade jewellery. And here are some examples, nicely set out. You can tell the person who made these and set them out is a very talented artisan. And if I look closely there, it says cord necklace is £6, sets £8. And here's Peach and Pepper again with some beautiful homemade cards. And here's some other lovely homemade cards. These are made by, whoops-a-daisy, by Tilly, who's another local artist. And then we've got these lovely bags, homemade bags. Magpie up there, look. Smashing colours. Comfy chairs to sit on while you have a cup of coffee. Might as well have a little look in the kitchen, shall we? Oh, here's some snappy quotes that I thought were worth putting on a board. See if I can find a favourite. Here's one. I don't know what she was referring to. Dorothy Parker. Oh, that's Brendan Behan. Dorothy Parker. This is not a novel to be tossed aside lightly. It should be thrown with great force. Brilliant. And here, coffee making facilities. So I'm going to put one on. Maybe you'd like to come and join me sometime, or join us for a cup of coffee. Come and see us. It's not compulsory to buy a book. You can come and have a chat. That's the joy of running this business. We don't make money. Hopefully we'll do one day, but certainly we don't at the moment. But it's fun. It's combining work and pleasure, which is great. So come and see us sometime. That's the Besotted Wretch. Bye.